Well, it's been a big week for celebrity-backed scammers, but Sam Bankman-Fried wasn't the first to go stealing with the stars. Remember Fyre Fest, the luxury music festival promoted by Ja Rule and Kendall Jenner that was doomed before it started? The man responsible for that debacle is now out of prison and launching a brand new business venture. Here to tell me all about the launch of Pirate, it's Fyre Festival founder Billy McFarland. How's it going?
Kennedy,
is it hard to walk around with the little ankle shackles?
Just so crazy to be here and look out over New York, and super excited to chat. So thanks for having me.
What were you thinking with Fyre Festival?
I was so stupid and so wrong. And if I could have 30 seconds to tell you what I thought is a key word that I was trying to do, was that for years before Fyre, I was taking customers from my previous business to
Magnesis,
yes.
Yeah.
The outer islands of the Bahamas. And these were an industry diverse group who had some pretense about them in New York. And we came to these outer islands and really connected over adventure. The bonds that were formed were just so incredible. And I was just so driven to share what was happening with the world. And part of it was to brag to my friends, to be like, look, you'll never believe what's happening here. But I was really driven by this desire to share. And that led to the terrible idea of trying to invite a few thousand people.
Yeah, and a lot of people relived that on Netflix and Hulu. I didn't watch the Hulu one.
Good.
I watched the Netflix
Same.
one. And I'm trying to think, who do people in the Bahamas hate more, you or Sam Bankman-Fried?
Oh, man. Love it there so much. And
they don't love you.
No.
No, Chester Cooper, who's in charge of the Royal Ministry of shoving people in prison, he said that you're not invited. I'm sorry to tell you.
Yeah, I think the reality is that people are owed there for work leading up to the festival, and they need to get paid. And
do you feel bad lying to them?
So bad. And it's like, I wish I had a stash of cash somewhere. I could send the money tomorrow, but I need to work, and I need to make it happen. And that is the most important thing for me.
Yes, you owe $26 million in restitution. That's a lot of money. So I really liked Inventing Anna. I thought they did a great job of dramatizing her story, and there was something about her that was so compelling, and you almost felt for her. I don't know that you share the same qualities necessarily, but I thought it was very interesting in that sort of, dramatized version of her story. You popped up, and she slept on your couch. Were you guys friends?
I'm so behind in all the streaming TV for obvious reasons, but
were you friends with Anna Delvey?
She slept at the Magnesis townhouse for a number of months, and didn't spend much time with her, but she kept convincing me to buy her Seamless for dinner. So she was good.
What else did you buy her?
Nothing else.
No?
I hope not, no.
Did she get you to buy her Celine glasses or?
Couldn't afford it. So no.
Could you give her a Magnesis credit card so she could go to Saks when she got cut off?
She got a free couch for a number of months, so she won.
Yeah. But it was so funny watching you pop up because it almost seems like a generational thing. There's a series of you, and I would include SBF and Anna Delvey and Elizabeth Holmes and you. You guys have these massive aspirations. But I don't know if you have the talent to meet the ambition, so you just sort of fudge everything else. Is that a fair assessment?
I think what went wrong with me is that I got away from what took me to Fyre, and that was technology. I've been programming since I was 11 years old.
Yeah.
Kept using tech to push boundaries, and it introduced me to this wild world of entertainment, and I forgot where I came from.
But you're still going there with Pirate. You're still pushing a new thing. Do you worry with the scrutiny that you have being on federal probation that you're not going to have a fair launch like you would like if you had a clean slate?
I think a lot of people hope that I could crawl into a hole and essentially die. But I need to find pride, and that pride is going to be this lifelong journey of trying to make a positive impact and paying people back.
Would you trade places with Sam Bankman-Fried in prison right now in the Bahamas?
No, I do not want to trade places with him.
Do you think he'll get out?
I think he'll get a lengthy sentence, and I just know the mountain I have in front of me. So,
who deserves to spend more time behind bars, you or SBF?
I just don't know the details, of his crime. So yeah, it's
what's fascinating to me is that I know how beautiful the Bahamas is or are. I don't know how you say that.
And they're getting a bad rap right now.
I love the Bahamas. And I understand why people would want to go there and be successful there. I totally get it. But I also think that they want to recover their reputations, as we all do. You know, you have made the point, you have served your time. You have paid your penance. Do you deserve to have a fresh start?
I think it all gets back to what I do in the next 3, 5, 7, 10 years. Like, I'm lucky enough that I'm 30, so I hopefully have 30 more working years ahead of me. And
I hope so.
yeah, let me go out and try. And I'd rather go out and try honestly than give up and not try to make things right.
All right. Well, thank you for answering all of my questions,
Thanks,
Billy.
Kennedy.
Yes, it's a fascinating story, and you know, redemption for anyone is possible. So thank you.
Thank you.